All right, what do you say we get to it? All right, there we go. Why did this flip around again? Goodness gracious. Hold on, everyone. There we go. That's where I wanted it. Ah. All right. Hello, everyone. Soul Commodore back at you again on this lovely, lovely day. Yeah, we're going to be doing some more charcoal drawing. We started this ages ago, and then I got on the I got a kick on those stripey paintings. So, you know, now we're returning back to this because in my timeline of what I want to get done, I want to get a whole whack of charcoal drawings done. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But welcome in, Gage. Welcome in, Nat. Good to see you both. Hope you all are having a good day. Just trying to decide what to do with your evening. Fair. I hear that. Now, excuse the asthmatic here. With the changing of the seasons, it's always a rougher time for me than usual, just for my breathing. Just because asthma sometimes needs to adjust to, you know, the higher pollen count in the air and all that fun stuff. It's a medium. Yeah, hope you all are having a good time. Hope you all had a good weekend. I was very busy this weekend. It was my wife's birthday this weekend, so the plaid looks really good. Oh well, thank you, thank you. Hopefully, as I start adding more to it, hopefully it stays looking good. But I'll take it for now. I forked to her. I will tell her you said so. All right, there's one more thing that I need, and that is just a scrap piece of paper. Wait, I think I have one in this laptop bag here. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Yes, I've got a scrap piece of paper right here. All right. So, let's get this started. Well, let's sharpen my charcoal pencils first. Yeah, so it was her birthday this weekend. I'll have to post on the Discord, but I made her an ice cream cake because she's not a huge fan of regular cake, but she does like ice cream cake. And I thought, well, I've seen videos on how to make them before, so why don't I try making one? And I think it went pretty good. Yeah, this is a really busy time for us in terms of birthdays because like with our friend group, there's like 5 or 6 of us that are all born in March, and then my wife born in April, so in like the beginning of April. So it's did I have fun doing it? Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun process. A little bit hectic because you have to be quick with the icing, but it was good. It worked out really well. I was very pleased. All right, move these over here. Move my deodorant out of the way on my desk. Grab these. Actually, I'm going to put everything behind this eraser. That'll just make things easier. Okay. Let's Let's try this. Oh, I got to bring up the actual image. I had it ready to go this time, so there we go. All right. Actually, let me shift this a little bit this way so you can actually see me. There we go. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun figuring out how to make that work. I gotta remember how I did this. Plaid effect. And I gotta make this part a little bit darker as well. Especially all up in here. But yeah, she had a fun birthday. Fun times were had by all. I'm glad the weird weather didn't mess up your plans. Thank you. Yeah, no, it was yeah, the weather was alright. It was a bit rainy, like on her birthday, but that was okay. We still had a good time. And none of the activities that I planned for us, planned for her birthday, really involved being outside, so we didn't have to worry about getting wet or anything like that. So that also worked out. Hey, Redrio, welcome on in. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. Working and lurking? Well, thank you very much for the lurk. And of course, because you're lurking, I always feel like somebody's watching me. I hope you have a good day at work, and thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. A bunch of your other Canadian friends got snowed upon. Oh, we didn't get any snow. No, we just got some rain. The snow missed us, thankfully. Yeah, we got lucky in that respect. Good. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make some of these a little bit darker. Yeah. And this over here is just mainly just dark. but I do want to try and keep some of the pattern up, so. There we go. All right, and now the sleeve. There we go. All right, art tax. I have art taxes due. Yeah, my wife and I just had to do our taxes. So we just finished them over the weekend as well. Mine were actually fairly straightforward, which was nice, but... Oh, that's what you meant by art tax. All right, let me open these up. You don't make enough money to pay taxes? Fair enough. All right, let me get this screen up. All right, we'll start with this one. I want this come up. Come on now. There we go. That's so dope. That is so dope. Ah. Look at those braids. This is so neat. Also, the pose is like fantastic. And the color too, like, oh, great work, Gage. Phenomenal. I love that. I love that. Ooh, man. It was Ace Awareness Day, so I drew my Ace Envy. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I also didn't realize it was Ace Awareness Day. Very cool. All right, let's look at this. Oh, it's an animation. I like that too. It's very fluid. Very fluid and like the little like in between frames where you got to like do all the motion and stuff. Very well done. Animation's so cool. I'm not sure I will ever have the patience for it, but kudos to everybody who does. That's I like that a lot. I don't know if you've seen the Repo game, but roommate loves it. I have not actually. Only took like 5.5 hours. Well done. Yeah, that would have taken me a lot longer, let me tell you. But very nice. Thank you for sharing, Gage. I like those a lot. A lot of good work. My taxes, like actual income tax, was actually fairly straightforward this year because Well, I mean, it's a lot easier when you don't sell anything. So, hopefully now that my shop's up next year, my taxes will be a little bit more difficult. But it's all right. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of tracing the different outlines for the different patterns of the plaid. Oh. I know this kind of looks like a mess right now, but I promise it'll start to kind of come together once I actually start putting in all the shading and all that. Gotta trust the process. That's those stripes, and now there's another one here that basically follows the same line all the way up. Got to do this one up here. I gotta be honest with you all. In real life, not a huge fan of wearing plaid. I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks on me. Not a fan. Okay, so now we're gonna start shading things in using our handy dandy blending stump. And we're also gonna use an eraser. But first I'm gonna There's a bunch of people in my social circle that wear plaid, and it looks good on them. Next, you can tell me your blood isn't maple syrup. It is not, in fact, which is a good thing because I'd probably be dead. But yeah, no. A lot of my friends wear a lot of plaid, but yeah, it's just never been my thing. That plaid and argyle. I also don't like argyle. Having grown up in the grunge era as a teen, you hate plaid? Fair, fair. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's never been my thing, you know. The grunge era was a little bit before my time. I was like 5 years old when, well, actually, I was just born when grunge really became a thing. Truth be told, like 1990 or so. So I didn't really get to experience everybody wearing plaid and identifying with that musical movement, if you will. Tad bit before my time. But yeah, plaid is very popular with a lot of Canadian outerwear. I'm here but lurking mostly because I'm gaming with friends. Oh, nice. Well, I will throw you a little lurk song as well. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Thanks for lurking, Nat. I hope you have fun. Hope you win. But yeah, thanks for coming in and thank you for the lurk. Very much appreciated. Don't let anyone try to tell you that we over here at Soul Commodore don't appreciate lurkers. I appreciate anybody who takes even this. I know I've said this over and over again, but you're gonna have to get used to it. I'm gonna say it a lot more. I appreciate anybody who takes the time, even if just for a second, to come in and see what I'm doing. You know. So the dark stripe is all this stuff in here. Should say. What's all that? Lighter square. Don't forget the disco pin. Oh, right. Yes. Yes. I will get that up in just a second. Pretty okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me get this Discord pin up real quick. Come on, computer. Thank you. There we go. There we are. Okay. Now, there are some areas here that I do have to make darker. First of all, we're going to start with the pants. Which are just going to be a straight black. Just like so. And now, using that same black, we're gonna fill in some of these areas a little darker than they already are. Because the blending stumps tend to kind of mute any sort of like dark areas. So sometimes you got to go back in and darken them up again. Go in with our eraser and add the light to some of these areas so that we get that contrast. We'll just erase out the highlights. Nothing too fancy. Of course, I've got this scrap piece of paper here just so I can try to minimize the smudging that can happen with charcoal. Because obviously we haven't sprayed fixative on this yet. There is workable fixative that is used pretty often with people. I actually don't personally like. I don't like working over workable fixative. So for those of you who don't know, fixative is basically a protective barrier that you put over charcoal drawings, so that they don't get smudged after you finish drawing, right? You can use fixative on any sort of drawing you like, but charcoal is fairly easy to smudge, so you spray fixative on your piece once it's finished to prevent any sort of like smudging later on, right? And there are two types of fixative. There's workable fixative and final fixative. Final is basically final. Like you can't really alter anything with the piece afterwards. You can't draw on top of it very easily. I've tried before, and you can do it, but it's not great results. But it is doable technically. But yeah, not great results. Ends up kind of just making things look kind of muddy, and messy. So, but there's also workable fixative, which what workable fixative is if you're happy with how this looks, you can spray workable fixative on the piece, and then you can work on top of it. So you can actually add charcoal on top of workable fixative, and then you can spray it with workable fixative again. Bad bot. But yeah, workable fixative kind of lets you work on top of the piece once you've sprayed it once. And I don't particularly like working with workable fixative that way. I just don't really like the feel of it personally. Siri missed a thing? Oh, fair enough. I see that SiriBot banned somebody, but I missed the message. Okay, so now we're gonna blend this out just a bit. And now we're gonna add like a few highlights because you can't have dark without the light. Wife is on her way home from physio. Nice. Add some little lines in here to suggest more of a plaid look. And I think that's about as far as I'm going to take the plaid effect. I'm not going to mess with it too much more. But there we go. That gives it a little bit more dimension. Cool. So now we're going to start blending in up here on the hat, in the hair. Yeah, thanks for catching that, Gage. I appreciate it. Last thing I need is more spam stuff. I get enough of that between just spam calls and spam texts, and now there's all the texts going around about the Canadian election. I don't need any more saturation. You don't like nonsense. Yeah, me too. I hope not to. Things seem to be trending in the right direction as far as that goes, but I mean, you can't count your chickens before you hatch. People have to actually go out and vote, which always seems to be the big bugaboo uh, when it comes to that kind of stuff. But hopefully, hopefully people actually do. Just have to see what happens at the end of April. Right. I think that shirt's done. I think that figure's done. I don't really want to touch any more of it because I feel like I'm going to screw it up. So, if you'll just bear with me, I'm going to grab my other external hard drive because the figure over here that's pointing, the actual pointing part of it, I think is on this hard drive and not the one that I currently have plugged in. So I just have to grab this and see if I'm right. Because it's not on the one that I currently have plugged in. So it must be on this one. Come on, where's the... There we go. Okay, I think we're back. I think the internet's back. Okay. Sorry about that, everyone. You can hear me? Okay. Hopefully you can see me. Yeah, my internet cut out there. Okay, good. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't know what happened. I guess just the internet did what it does. You were on the be right back screen when I talk. Ah, fair, yeah. Yeah, I saw the little internet thing like have like a little X through it, and I was like, oh no. So I threw that up just to make it easier for when I edit this to put it on YouTube. Because I have a feeling this might be split into two different VODs now. So I'm gonna have to combine them and then upload them. All right, let's take a look-see here and see if the reference photo is on this external hard drive. Never a dull moment, right? I'll see it so far. Ah, there it is. Found it. It was on this hard drive. I've got so many of these things now. Alright, so this one's pretty straightforward. This figure is mostly just in black, which makes things easier for me. So, I'm happy about that. Alright. Maybe pull up the other one too, just to be on the safe side. All right. Now, let's see. What do I want this one to do in terms of the abstraction? I think having like a curvy thing coming up this way would be kind of cool. Yeah. All right. Now we'll put the border of the forehead. So there's the hair. What do I want to do next? Actually fill in the pants. Or no, we'll work from the shirt down. That makes more sense. Solo. There we go. All right. I think I heard my wife pull in from physio. I think that was her car. Okay. Now, this is all just kind of soft, soft shadow here, so. Right here, all along the underside. Up there, and it's that. I know this all looks kind of messy right now, but again, just like before, you just kind of gotta trust the process and know that it'll eventually look like what it's supposed to by the end of it. My wife has been very excited about the book series that she's been reading. She's really fallen in love with like reading lately. Like she's always loved reading, but she's kind of like fallen back in love with it. And I love when people like find a hobby or an interest that they used to have that has been kind of reinvigorated. It always makes me feel good when people are able to sort of rekindle a lost love that way, you know? It's a good feeling. The thing is with her previous job, she had to read stuff like all day, and sometimes it was pretty heavy stuff, so she didn't really have the mental energy to like read afterwards, you know. But since she switched roles now, like she's actually been able to like sit down and actually like read stuff again, and it's just very very nice. It's nice and it's wonderful, really. The nice thing about this too is if I ever make an area just a little bit too dark on here, I can always slightly lighten it up just by using an eraser. Now we can start blending this all in and see how it turns out while I drop my charcoal pencils. There. Where'd the other one go? There it is. Ah. All right. Yeah, now we're going to start blending all this in. Trying to figure out the best angle to do this If you want to get into charcoal and you don't have a blending stump, that's all right. They're not super expensive, but I know the price of everything is just astronomical now. So if you want to be more economical, you don't actually need blending stumps. You can use Kleenex, you can use your finger, you can use a cloth to blend stuff in. Basically, you can use whatever you have at your disposal. Because really what blending stumps are, if we really get down to brass tacks, it's just like rolled up paper, basically. It's just rolled up, like tightly wound paper. Like it's not rubber or anything. So you can even do that. I know some people also get worried, like using your finger, like what if you transfer like oils onto the paper? Like you probably will do that. And if that's not what you want to do, then I would suggest maybe going one of the other routes. But because the worry is like over time, like the oils in your fingers will yellow the paper, and if that's what you use primarily to do the charcoal with, to blend it, it might eventually like yellow your piece. But I don't know. It may do that, but also I don't know. I know artists. The curator at the Station Gallery does charcoal drawings, and he only uses his finger to blend. And none of his pieces have yellowed. Like they all look good. They all. Yeah. Also, I think there's also something kind of romantic about like a piece yellowing with your oils from your skin over time, because it's almost like a that's like that piece of you is now like physically in the work, you know? Like that's actual like physical transference of yourself into the medium, which I think is kind of neat. And of course, you may disagree, and that's perfectly fine too. That's perfectly valid. But just know if you don't want to use your fingers, there are plenty of avenues that don't involve actually going out and buying blending stumps. Like you can just use rolled up Kleenex or a paper towel. Now, paper towel will probably give you a little bit more texture. And if you don't want a whole lot of texture, then I would go with a Kleenex instead. Or like I said, you can kind of roll paper up into a cone and use that to blend. There's all sorts of ways to make art more economical that some people try to pass off as like, oh, but it won't look as good. It's like, please. It's all in the eye of the beholder anyway. You got this. It's a little bit darker. Okay, now, like I said, I'm gonna grab an eraser and just kind of make some of these areas just a little bit lighter, picking up some of the charcoal off the page just to give some dimension. Okay. Can I grab a mint out of here? I have my mints in the drawer just below the laptop. So. All right. Hmm. So 9 minutes. I'm gonna have to. Looks like I'm gonna have to take a quick break to let an ad run because my internet cut out and then cut back in, and I forget. I always forget when that happens. It resets the ads. So. I saw a thing the other day, because I was just thinking about it. Because there's been all that like AI art and like that Studio Ghibli thing, like bothers me so much. Um, but I've been seeing like a lot of posts about like AI art and whether it's art, and it's not. It's just a bunch of slop. Um, and I saw a thing that I think in some respects I do agree with. It was a post that basically said that yeah, he was bullying Siri. Apparently Siri missed something, but it got past Siri and it got past me, but it didn't get past Gage. But no, it basically said that the reason why there's such an attack on creatives and artists now is because people want to be creative, but they don't want to do the emotional labor to like actually create, you know? And I think there is some truth to that, because I know at least with my work, like there's a lot of self-effacement that happens. There's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of like exploring how I feel about what I'm doing. Hey, Retro Homebrew, welcome on in. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, there is a lot of emotional labor that can go into creating, you know, especially when you're creating stuff that like resonates with you, you know. But a lot of people don't want to do that heavy lifting, you know, which is fair enough, but you shouldn't have to steal other people's artwork to do that. You'll give Siri Bot a hug? Nice. Work is slow tonight? Oh, nice. Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Because I know sometimes when work is slow, it can make the workday feel that much longer. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I was just saying earlier that coming off of a nice weekend, we celebrated my wife's birthday past weekend, so it was a good time, good weekend. But glad to hear you're well as well. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick, just 30-second. I'm gonna put the Be Right Back screen up because my internet restarted basically while we were streaming, and because it restarted, it also restarted the timer on my ads. So there's an ad starting in 3 minutes. I'm just gonna get it over with now. So bear with me, everyone. I'm just gonna be back for like, I'm just gonna be gone for like 30 seconds. Let this ad run, and then we'll come back. So be right back, everyone. All right, we should be good now. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. All right. Let's get back to what we're actually here for, because we're certainly not here to watch ads. And Redry, if you do have a chance to answer, how are you enjoying your job? I'm looking for this is what I'm looking for. Hopefully it's been treating you all right. Also, I don't know if anybody else was as excited as I was that Deltarune chapters 3 and 4 are finally getting released. I really hope that they end up getting released, because I'm not going to buy the Switch 2 until closer to Christmas. I'm going to make it a Christmas gift to myself. So in the intervening times, if Deltarune's chapter 3 and 4 aren't also released on the Switch, because I'm pretty sure just about everything, if not everything, will be backwards compatible on the Switch 2. And I mean, I'm buying those games digitally anyway. But if they're available on the Switch, then I'll buy Deltarune 1 and 2 for the Switch. And then once I get the Switch 2, just everything will get ported over. But if I can't, if it's only available on the Switch 2, both chapters 3 and 4, I'm going to have to avoid spoilers for 6 months, and that is going to be treacherous. Because I love Deltarune, I love Undertale, I love the lore in those games, I love exploring the lore, I love going through all of that, and I'm going to have to avoid it all for like 6 months, which you do what you got to do, but man, I was so excited though, like, I was like, finally. And not finally as in like I'm frustrated that it took so long. No, the crew over there making the Deltarune series, that they can take as long as they need. Right? I have absolutely no qualms with that. But it's like man, I've been waiting a long time to be able to continue the story. And now we're gonna get a chance to, you know? It's exciting. It's exciting. Everyone's speculating about, you know, what's going to happen. All that speculation will be put to rest, and we can actually find out what happens, you know. Right. So that's that. This song kind of sounds like Mipa's theme. All right. Let me I just need to find a better picture of a pointing hand, because the one that I have doesn't work that, like the reference image, it's a little bit blurry and it's not a great reference. So let me just sing hand. All right, are any of you going to be the direction that I actually need? You are, but you're reversed. That's fine, actually. I'll just copy image. Back from dinner with Coco? Oh, very nice, very nice. What'd you have for dinner? And Coco's a good idea. Coco's always a good idea. Ah, this is what I'm looking for. Working on multiple screens. You'd think I'd be used to it by now, but nope. Ooh, you're just about to make burgers. Nice, nice. Good call. Did not brighten it up. And we are going to mirror image it. Okay. There we go. I really wish I could get my OBS iOS app to work, like the OBS camera app to work, because I don't know what happened, but like there was some sort of update with OBS, and now like I cannot get the thing to connect. Chicken nuggets, nice, nice. That's a good choice. That's a very good choice. So with this hand, because this figure is fairly fair-skinned, a lot of the work is actually going to be done with what do you call it? The blending stump, the smallest one that I have. Okay. This actually isn't the smallest one I have. Where is that one? Okay, I don't know where my tiny one went. So I guess we'll just make do with this one. It's small enough. It'll work. All right. Now I'm gonna grab this. Okay. God, hands are complex, but I think that looks all right. I don't know. What do you all think? Now I got to go back to reference because we got to fill in some of this face. Even though most of the face will be obscured, we still got to fill in some of it so that it looks all right. Yep, my wife is home. I mean, I figured she was, but roommate got us new popcorn flavoring, so I'm excited for snack time tonight. Ooh, nice. Which flavor? It's all the way down. Oops. I was a little too fervent there. I got a little too excited. Discord notification. Okay, I think that's as much of the face that I need to do. All right, let me close Discord. Now, question is, what color to make this? Well, actually, there's a couple things I need to do first. I need to... Actually, no, I don't need to clean anything up quite yet. But I do need to grab my paints. Because we're actually getting a bonus painting stream. Because we got a little time, so we're gonna do a little painting on this. Brush. And I think I want to make this one kind of a greenish, I think. So, I do apologize. None of you can see what I'm doing right now, but I was supposed to make popcorn with mustard powder this weekend, but never did. Ooh. That's an interesting combo that I've never thought about before, but it makes sense. Great arting as always. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Retro. Okay, so what do I want this to do? I think I want it to curl this way and then maybe cut across and then curl up. Yeah. So this actually is going to be mostly black and white, I think. Don't open tubes of paints with your mouths at home, kids. Leave that to the professionals who have less regard for their own health and safety. Same with this one. Put that white there. And there's going to be hints of yellow and green, or yellow and green. Not so much blue, but yellow, and then just a little bit of blue. All right. Basically, I want this to look like it's being dragged. So I wonder if I could actually do that. What if I use this rag actually? Hold on. I just had an idea. What happens if I just kind of take this, just kind of drag it myself? Well, that kind of looks cool. All right, we're on to something. I'm going to do that again. Do a couple more areas of white and just drag those. I think I need one more, like, kind of black on the top to give another border. So, like, right there. Yeah. That kind of looks cool. Now we're just going to do it again up here. Back in with burgers? Nice, nice. Here. Well, I just realized y'all couldn't see any of that. My bad. Thanks, Nat. I appreciate that. First things first, we're gonna scrape up on this part. Straight up off the page, just like so. In here. Part of this. So that's our base, and then what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna come back with it and like kind of like shape it a little bit more. But yeah, I think that worked out pretty well. Oop. Let's not knock the camera now. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in with just my brush and then clean this up a little bit, but it's not a bad start. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, I wasn't actually expecting to get to paint today, but we did. Let me see if I can get this camera to zoom out a bit. I'm using Video Ninja, so it's a little different than normal, but ignore the sweater on the floor. But yeah, that's what we're looking at so far. Not bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean up those lines a bit, shape it a little bit, like get a ruler and kind of, you know, guide it a little bit more. But yeah, this looks good. I like it. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to now say goodbye to everybody. Thank you all for coming out and joining in on this little adventure while we're working on this. Really do appreciate all of y'all. And of course, Gage, thank you for sharing your art with us right from the get-go. Always good to see. Always good to see your work. Man, it's so good. All right, let's see who's doing what. Just to get back to Twitch. Thank you, Retro. Yeah, I think so. I think so. It's coming along. I do have to fix this a bit because this is paint, and I didn't want to get paint there, so I got to figure out how to get rid of that. I don't quite know how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll figure it out. Does anyone else have any art friends doing anything? Because I don't have any art friends doing anything. So feel free to shout somebody out that we should raid if anybody's got anybody. If not, we'll probably just go to Windu, because Windu's a chill guy. Windu's a cool guy, and I always like being in the streams. Playing some, I'm guessing some Super Mario World hacks. Oh, he's doing a marathon too, it looks like. If not, yeah, we'll go raid based Windu. Base Windu. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. So yeah, thank you all for coming in again. Next stream is going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. again. We're going to be playing some more Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. We're almost to the end of that game, so if you wanna catch some of that, that's what we'll be streaming tomorrow. Next time we do art is going to be Thursday at 6 p.m. We're going to be working on another charcoal drawing, actually, a brand new one. So tune in for that. And with that, let's all go say hi to Base Windu. And yeah, thank you all for coming in again. Really do appreciate all y'all. Again, ignore the clothes on the floor. It's the workout stuff that I didn't put away. But yeah, let's go say hi to Base Windu, and thank you all for coming in again. And until next time, just do the best you can, and hopefully we'll catch you later on in the week. All right, take it easy, y'all.